Today's it's just a catch up of what we've been doing during the week, what is going on, and what we are about to do in the next coming weeks. Thank you so much for subscribing, for liking, and sharing this video. If you're new to the video, this is Movie Farm. It's all about sustainable farming, growing of vegetables for our own consumption, keeping of farm animals, that is chicken, goats, and cows. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's do it. So today we are going to start with, there's a lot that we are going to do. I'll just give you like a tour of the demo plot, though there's a lot of weeds, but of course the weeding is in progress. So we are going to just go through what we've done. Since last harvest, which was last week, the video that you've watched that last week, if you've not watched this video, please, it will be on your next tab after this video. We'll loop it in. We did our harvesting. The entire week we've been harvesting, selling our crops to our neighbors and people who resell, who buy from us and resell. So we were selling at farm gate price. Right now the prices are awesome because not many people have grown, or their vegetables are not ready for harvesting yet. So we are getting a lot of inquiries about selling our produce this week, and we are grateful. So today we are just going, I'll just show you what I didn't show you last week, or what I showed you last week and it was brief. So this is our eggplant. We have two types. So there's the huge eggplant, the big ones. So this is one of it, and then we have the slim, small purple eggplant. So we have two drip lines of both varieties, and I'll be eager to see how they're going to perform in this black cotton soil. Remember that we are planting on black cotton, so this is just it's black cotton, and then we put our organic manure. The entire farm is mostly black cotton and not red soil. So if you are familiar with red soil, black cotton, Movie Farm is mostly black. So we are on a black soil. It's been raining, but at least the rain has not messed us up on our drips. So because our beds are on a raised ground, so when you're doing your organic farming, or when you're setting up your farm and maybe you're on flat areas, it's good for you to just raise a little bit of your ground. And also when we were doing the drips, you remember, we did the beds and then laid up the drips, so that at least the beds can be on the higher ground. There's a lot of weeds along the beds, and what I can do is I'll put maybe polythene papers or even carton papers. So you can put like a layer of just cartons, the cartons that are you find from the shops, or you just do a layer of polythene. If you do that, then the weeds will not grow. So if I had done that before the rain, the weeds we would not have as much weeds or a lot of weeding to do. But right now we have to do the weeding. Just see, there's a lot of weeds that needs to be corrected, but yeah, we will get there. And we also have our maize, which is along the end of our drip. Okay, so this is eggplant. It's coming up well. It's a hard variety because you'll not find it will not be infected so much by the pest. It's a hardy crop. It does well in harsh conditions, and because we are in harsh conditions, this will perform very well. And also the climate, it will make it produce a lot. So we are going to harvest that come 2024. We'll give it, I think, 3 months. So November, December, January, we should be harvesting that. There's something that I would like you to see. if you're familiar with growing in sacks, so we had this sack, but we didn't give it justice, and therefore we didn't plant as I'd expected. But this is a sack where you can plant a lot of most of your crops. You can do spinaches and sukuma wiki. We will come back to this in December. We will fill it up. But currently, because I have peanuts, I have some peanuts that I wanted to test if they can grow on black cotton. I will plant some of the peanuts here. But why we didn't plant it because we had water issues, and we forgot to water this. So yeah, we will water it next time, or we will water it when I put the peanuts. We have onions here which are doing well. I didn't expect much about it because we had forgotten about this. We filled it with soil and then we forgot about it, but yes. Okay, we've also mixed our soil with our manure with the soil, so we expect them to be very to fruit very well in the coming months. So just check how we've weeded up to the end. So at least when you grow on a bed like this or on drips, it's very easy for you to do your weeding because the spacing is right. It's just from one drip line to the next. So when we were doing our transplanting, we made sure that we are putting the crops as per the drip lines, and not many got lost, but you can, this is just as per the drip line, just the way the drips were spaced. That's how we did our planting, and then one side of the crop and then the other side. So in between here we can put in something else. Of course, intercropping is very nice, so we'll try and see what we can put, any other crop that we can put there. This other bed has not been weeded, but we have our green peppers. So this is Super Bell F1. It's already fruiting. Let me show you how it's fruiting. We have fruits here. Come over here. We have the fruits, so it's already fruiting, most of them. We expect this will be, we should see some good fruits end of December, and then we should be harvesting by around, the first fruit should come maybe end of January. This is a crop that we may harvest almost 3 months after. So we will have this crop up to even June, July, we should be still harvesting. So we are going to do the weeding, of course. The crops are very, they are huge, but they are in between the weeds. So this is awesome. Okay, and then this is our other tomatoes which were transplanted later. So we are doing our staking, and they're fruity. They're already fruiting. They have big tomatoes here. Big tomatoes. So can you imagine, this is just one plant. So it has this 4, and then it has this another 4, then another 3. So you expect like how many? And this is because the soil is rich in what? In organic manure. So each plant has several. It's carrying several, and we are going to, like, wow, yes, we are going to assist them by tying them to the tree and giving them some good support. the onions. Of course, on they need to be weeded. We need to do a lot. We need to first we need to do some serious weeding on this plot. But this will happen. I promise it will happen coming week, and then the next week we will not be showing you all these weeds. So these are the onions, and they are doing awesome. Look at this one. It's already bulbing. This is already bulbing, and it's very nice. So we are going to do the weeds, and we are going to apply some fertilizer today. Give it a boost of NPK. Yeah, they should bulb like that. Give it some NPK and to give it some boost for growth. Nurseries. Here we have 4 nurseries. This is Dania. It's the multi-cuts because we had some remaining in store, so it's just multi-cut Dania. So what we've done is this is 4 nurseries of multi-cut. We will keep on adding. So let's say after every 3 weeks, we add another nursery. This is because you can't harvest everything at once, or you'll have a lot of waste if you do that. So we expect that as as they grow and when it's time to harvest, we will harvest them in bits, and therefore we'll add them also in bits. Today we are going to do harvesting. So we will harvest our skuma, our spinach. Yes, I think those are the 2 things that are ready. So yes, it will be another harvesting clip. Our maize is doing okay. It's going to have, this is like 1, 2, 3. This 3 cobs. Wow. And this is because the soil is very rich. We planted it was rich. And by the way, come 2024, we will remove all the manure from the cattle and the goat housing, clean it up, and then put manure to the entire farm. So that is something that I forgot to do before the rains, but I'm very keen in 2024 to have that. This is still manure here. Of course, the rain has rained on it, but because it's on the farm, it's not a loss because anything that spills will still continue to be on the farm. So this is very rich. Okay. So our tomatoes, we are trying to do staking, but we are not professionals. So this one is not strong enough. The tree is falling, but and the tomatoes are very heavy because of the rains and also because of how they are, because of the fruits. But again, we are not professionals. I should have come with my clip so that we prune. This end is what these ones have carried well. This is one plant that has carried all this, but the staking is not as we had expected. Let me harvest one tomato. I can see one tomato before the birds come. And before the birds come and mess it up, but I think this tomato is our first tomato. It's not as good, but yeah, it's a small tomato. We can cook today with it. Yeah, so we will put some the fruiting is okay, so we'll do some fruit and flower fertilizer at the top, and then we'll do some NPK application. Our tomatoes are I didn't expect to harvest tomatoes this week, but even this one will be This one will be ready next week, you can see. It will be ready for harvesting. So we'll have some tomatoes in the coming weeks. We will harvest some. You see? So that's why our staking is very we have not done as well. My friend, we need help. We need professional help. Yeah, so we need to raise this slowly. I don't know how we are going to do that. Yeah, trial and error, but we will get there. The tomatoes are full. They've carried nicely. We'll harvest most of them next week. Even on the other side, this should be ready. The ones below should be ready next week, and we have those ones. Yes, those should be ready next week. Ah, yeah, sometimes. Wow, yeah, I can see tomatoes that will be ready next week. This is good. This should be ready next week. It's good. It's good. Yeah. Look at this crop. No wonder it's falling. But just see how huge this tomato is. Clean tomato. This should be ready. We will. And this one here. But I can't wait to harvest the big ones. Come next week. Yeah, the tomatoes are doing quite well. It's only that we do not know how to stake. We are not professionals, but we will do it our way. So we've added this at the top, and we are hoping that when we lift with this, then they won't fall. But if that doesn't work, then we will have to stake each. We'll have to cut some trees, and we stake each plant against this. So I'm harvesting for lunch. So this is just us getting food for lunch. Yeah. Sukuma wiki ugali with spinach. You see? Nice. So we've harvested the entire week. And that's why you can, there's spacing, like the plant is able to breathe and produce even more because we've removed the first lot. Right now you can just harvest either 2 pieces per plant or even 1. You just go picking one piece per plant because we've already done the massive harvests. Just look, and the skuma is very soft indeed. Yeah, and I think we are done. This should be enough, and then some with some spinach fresh from the farm for lunch. Thank you. We are doing our spraying a herbicide, which is a herbicide for maize only. This is because the weeds are too much, and it will cost us as much if I put on casuals or if I start digging by myself. We will not finish on and the crop will be in weeds. So right now we are just doing herbicide, and you can use an herbicide when you planted one crop, a crop that you've not mixed with anything else. So this is just maize under weeds, which we do not need. That's why we are doing the herbicide. So you will give it a week, and then you will see a lot of change. You will not see all those weeds. Only the maize will be left standing, which will be awesome. So if you've mixed your maize and beans at the same place, if you have done intercropping, then this cannot work for you. Otherwise, it's going to kill one plant and then remain with one plant. So in between where we have maize and beans, we are not going to do this. We are not going to apply herbicide. We are going to have someone do the weeding for us. The rains have been too much for now. We are happy because, yeah, of course, we wanted the rains, but yes, God gave us more than enough. We prayed for them and we didn't ask how much do you need. So we just said, God, give us rain, give us rain. So right now we are having too much of the rain, but yeah, of course, grateful because the harvest will be awesome. So yeah, this is us just trying to figure out how the maize will turn up in the coming weeks. Well, I'm sweating. It's hot. The weather is good, but it's hot. So we've harvested spinach, skuma. We are still harvesting actually for the week. Then we got some tomatoes. Yeah, so looks like I'll not buy tomatoes in the near future, I think. Yeah. So we have tomatoes. These tomatoes can last us for a full week. Yeah. That and that. I wanted to show you what the rains have done. We've harvested quite a number of the spinach. You can see a before and after shot. The leaves have really reduced. Yeah, there's a huge difference between what we had last week and right now. So, but of course, because we will be harvesting weekly, I think that's okay. Come and see what the rains have caused. So there's this what we call it. It's not a furrow. Should be a terrace, which is full of water. So we dig these across the farm. We have around 4 of them, just for us not to be flooded for the because we are on a flat land. So this helps with the water retention and then helps the water not to flood on the other side. So we are going to dig up at the very end just to make sure that the water flows so that we don't have this, because when it rains again, it's going to overflow to the other field, which it's not good. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in to Movie Farm this week. We will be doing our videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 2 p.m. Kenyan time or Central African time. We'll try to post twice a week, and then we'll have our shorts almost on a daily basis. Thank you so much for being here, for being part of the family. Please like, share, and if you're new, subscribe. We need your support. If you're a member of the family, we appreciate the continued support that you've given Movie Farm, and thank you for watching this video.